Hey guys, welcome to Accuracy Solutions. In this video, we're going to talk about the Pro Series in our line of chassis. So what's going to make this Pro versus Standard is mainly two things. We're able to do a bunch of weight savings for the guys who are really on the edge of making a weight class, and then also the diameter of the barrel that we're able to accommodate. So with that said, let's just jump into the weight savings, show you where we were able to pick that up, and then we'll just move forward from there. So back here in the buttstock section, if you notice here, we have a little bit of pocketing, took some material out of there. Up underneath the cheek piece, so we took some material out there. And then down here at the bag rider, we took some material out there as well. Also, this is a little bit thinner in this section than it is on the Standard. Since we're back here at the buttstock, you'll notice this dial for the bag rider. In the Pro Series, we actually have, it's going to ship with two different diameter dials. So it's going to ship with a 1.85 installed, and then also have the option of putting a 2-inch diameter dial in there as well. So in the Pro Series, you have the option of two different dials. Both are going to be included in shipping, and then that's just going to give you the option to have a finer feeling adjustment or a coarser feeling adjustment, and that's really just going to be personal preference. So with that said, we're going to move forward to, you'll be able to see both of these stocks side by side. The Pro Series, you'll notice, is pocketing in here versus Standard, it doesn't have any of that pocketing. One thing I did want to note on all of our chassis is the buttstock is really easy to remove. You notice here we have these two bolts up by the bubble level. It's really easy to just take those out and the stock just comes off. So if you have any limitations in traveling, if you got to fit this into a gun case, it's really easy to just take that buttstock off and then put it back on the field. Okay, now with these flipped over, we're able to see the Pro Series has a little bit of pocketing there versus Standard. That's just smooth. And then as we move forward, we get into the action screw area, where if you have a repeater, then this section obviously is going to have a magazine well, and you're not going to have this pocketing. But here, these being single shots, you'll see the pocketing that we're able to do in there. It's going to save a bunch of weight on the single shot, versus here on the Standard, it's just going to be just flat there. So let's flip these over one more time. Okay, now we can move over to the barrel channel itself, and you'll notice here on the Pro Series, this whole section here is able to be removed to save weight, and then versus a Standard, you can see on this side, so you're able to remove quite a bit of weight out of there. And then also the diameter of the barrel channel and the barrels that we're able to accommodate with that. It's really going to be dictated by the class of action that you're using. So if you're going to be running a 50 BMG class action, you're going to be able to go up to a 2-inch diameter barrel channel. If you're in that 375 class of action size, you're looking at 1.75 inches, and then if you're in that 30 to 338 class, you're at an inch and a half. So it's really designed for the guys that are wanting to run structured barrels to just have no problem having all the clearance you need when you're going to install that on the chassis. So Pro Series gives you a little bit bigger barrel diameter that you're able to work with, and then that weight savings. So weight savings is really going to depend on the configuration that you select. So if you're going to be with like a long action Mako repeater, you might just pick up all the weight savings out of the buttstock, which would be a half a pound. But if you're going to move yourself all the way up into the big Mama Orca single shot and take advantage of all that weight savings, we can reduce it by a whole pound and a half, depending on the configuration that you're going to be running. So hopefully this helps, guys. If you have any questions, just send an email off to sales@accuracysolutions.com or drop a note in the comment, and we'll do our best to answer that for you. So with that said, guys, hopefully that helps, and see you at the range.